guys, it's Siobhan with To Kitty and Beyond. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing monthly horoscope readings, and this is for Gemini in the month of December. So that can apply to Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you have Gemini heavily in your chart, or if you just felt called to click on this video, then there's probably some messages here for you. Now keep in mind that this is a general reading. Not everything's going to apply to everybody, so just take what resonates with you and leave the rest. If it's not resonating with you, I also recommend that you check out your other signs videos. So, I mean, if this is your sun sign, check out your moon and rising sign as well to see if one of those resonates more this month, as it can tend to fluctuate. Okay, so Gemini, let's get into it. I'm going to be using the Fairy Tarot this month. So, strength is your current self energy right now. Theme of the month is balance. 2 major arcana right off the bat. Key goal. 7 of spring. Okay. The obstacle to overcome. Holy crap. It really flew out. Ooh. Okay. King of summer is the obstacle. Oh, that's funny. Taurus actually had this card in the exact same position. So if you have Taurus in your chart, or if you're dealing with a Taurus, then that's something to keep in mind. So the major accomplishment is the moon. Did you see how I caught that on my arm? That was cool. What to avoid? Okay, we'll take them both. Wow, lots of major arcana this month, you guys. This is a huge transformation period. Okay, what to embrace? Queen of Winter. Where to find support? Wow, you have the 9 and 10 of summer supporting you. Wow. Holy crap. Okay, and advice and encouragement. Okay, no. Because it didn't flip upright and there was 2, I'm going to pull again. So advice and encouragement. One, please, for advice and encouragement. There it is. Okay. 6 of summer. Okay. So let me just get myself organized here because this is kind of a mess. Bear with me. Okay. So Gemini. Your current self-energy is coming up as the Strength card. So I love this because it's number 11. You're getting these activations. There's lots going on when it comes to embracing your spiritual strength, your inner strength, self-discipline, and really making things happen. The grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, and a time to embrace how wonderful you are is the message here on the Strength card. I love the depiction of her. She's so glam, and she's got the infinity necklace over her forehead. So all things are infinite. You are infinite, and this is accessing both aspects of yourself, both the gentle lamb and the fierce lion, to accomplish what you want to accomplish. So there's lots going on here. Let's see what it is. So the theme of the month, you have the balance card. So this is temperance, and yeah, this is temperance. Okay. So temperance is take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution, take your time, there's no need to rush. And I think, if I recall correctly, this was actually the card of the day that I pulled for today. I mean, this video is going to be going up long after that, but that's a significant correlation there between the temperance card and your reading. So this is kind of like an energy that is overall for you guys. It's the theme of the month. So this is something that you're going to be presented with in many different forms. And temperance is really about self-discipline, especially with the strength card here. You guys are going to be working on your self-discipline muscle. So that takes practice, it takes time, it takes trial and error. You know, there are benefits to failing. You know, we learn as we go. So when we start something new, we're obviously not going to be super successful at it right away. It takes time, practice, there's a learning curve, that kind of thing. So the balance card, the temperance card, I always see as kind of like a scientist in a lab changing certain variables and then seeing what the result will be and recording it and then trying something new. So this is really about trial and error and the process that goes behind that, which will lead to balance. So it's through these actions and this self-discipline that you're able to create balance in your life, and having the strength to do that is what's really going on right now for you guys. So that's really positive. And the key goal this month, you have the 7 of spring, which is the 7 of wands. So it says, be assertive, don't back down from what you believe, and courageously stand up for yourself. So you may be challenged this month in December to stand up for what you believe in, to really stand in your spiritual strength and have the self-discipline to either walk away from people or situations that are not good for you. Maybe they're gaslighting, maybe they're, you know, anything that's really negative and draining to you. Perhaps this is to do with family because it's December, it's the holidays, people get together with family, and there can be, you know, dynamics that aren't necessarily in alignment, especially if you are a spiritually awakened individual and the rest of the family is not. So for those of you that's the case, definitely having the strength and the temperance, the patience within to mediate the situation, that's really going to help you. But the 7 of spring, it does indicate being assertive as well. So don't back down from what you believe in, but also don't try to start a fight. You know, it's very much about the balance. So the key goal this month, that was the key goal. The major obstacle for you guys to overcome in December is the King of Summer. So as a character, as an individual, he is honorable, devoted, mature, and warm-hearted. This is a romantic partner that you can trust. This also represents excellent advice that comes from the heart, and getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. So when this came up for Taurus, the rest of their cards indicated that it was an issue of like trust issues. Basically, there was a lot of indications that they weren't able to manifest love in the way that they wanted it because there were underlying trust issues within themselves from the past, as well as just, you know, core beliefs. So for you guys, I don't feel like that's necessarily the case, because we have all of these other really positive cards surrounding it and not a lot to do with the negative emotional aspects. You've got a lot of positive emotional cards. So this being an obstacle, I see more as potentially you standing in your emotional stability and strength, rather than anything else, or tapping into your intuitive, your flowy nature. This is a water element, so water elements are naturally very psychic, intuitive, they're feelers, they're very receptive. This could be something that you are finding that it might feel challenging to you. It's coming up as an obstacle, especially if you're trying to assert yourself and your spiritual authentic self. So that can be difficult when, you know, maybe we're psychic and intuitive and we try to relay information to others or to give others advice or something like that, and it's not received well. This can seem like an obstacle. So again, it really boils down to balance. You know, you don't want to be going out and giving unsolicited advice, but if people come to you seeking counsel or emotional to be an emotional sounding board, then by all means, help where you can. But the major accomplishment this month, you've got the Moon card. So powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, and understanding the truth of a situation. So the Moon can relate to illusion. This can be places where we've been delusional about ourselves or our beliefs, and this can also indicate getting really clear on those things that we haven't been seeing clearly before. So the Moon, when in the positive sense, when it comes to our inner self, is a new understanding of why we think the way we think, which always relates to why we act the way we do. So this is helping you to understand the deeper levels of yourself that have contributed to your circumstances, your relationships, your life in general. And because you're coming up as Strength card and you've got balance here, this is about really tapping into these new epiphanies and intuitive insights, which can seem difficult. There may be blockages there or fears around, really tuning into your subconscious mind, because there's a lot there. It's like opening up Pandora's box. But at the same time, we have to do that to be able to understand ourselves, our motivations, our intentions, and our beliefs, so that we can change our life for the better, so that we can create new beliefs that are more in alignment with our joy, our love, and our soul gifts and talents. So this, it doesn't necessarily come easily. That's why I think the King of Summer is in the obstacle position. But the major accomplishment is that you do get there. You get to the point where you begin to understand what's going on at a deeper level, things that were previously hidden or places where you pulled the wool over your own eyes. So this is really good. This is you're able to let go of a lot of those fears that turn out not to be real, because fear, my mom always told me, is false evidence appearing real. So this is the illusion. The fear is the illusion. So look within yourself to find the areas that you hold fear emotionally, and then bring balance through strength to those areas, being, assertive and standing in your standing firm in your ability to change yourself. So assert yourself to yourself, stand up to your subconscious mind and say, no, I don't want to believe that anymore. That's not serving me. That's not creating the life that I want. And it's really not benefiting me in any way. I'm going to stop believing that. I'm going to change my beliefs. It's difficult. It doesn't happen like that, nor does it happen overnight. Hence the Moon card. It can take at least, it can take a long time, but the one moon cycle is what, 21 days? So, and that's also the amount of time that it takes to establish a new habit. And your subconscious mind is what is learning this new habit. So you have to be consistent, and there needs to be repetition. So the subconscious mind functions on repetition. So this is the balance that you can bring to yourself, is through repetition and perseverance. Moving on, we have this is what to avoid. So we have the Magician and the Star. Two very powerful positive cards, two of my favorite cards in the deck, coming up in an area of what to avoid. So when that happens, I always see this as, if you're not stepping into these energies, avoid that. So the Magician is a new beginning. He says you can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. And the Star card says, look to the future with hope and optimism. The power of faith to move mountains, and happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. So I really see these two together as a new beginning, the star guiding your way, like that guiding light, the North Star that's leading you home when you're lost and alone in the dark. So this is the hope and the optimism and the faith that will help you to get through some of those darker aspects of shadow work that come in, and those can be challenging, and that's why they're in the obstacles. But that's really what's going to help you to get to this point of understanding, of enlightenment, of epiphanies about yourself or about the world at large. So avoid fearing new beginnings. Avoid being the opposite of optimistic, which is pessimistic. Avoid being pessimistic about the outcome. Avoid, really entrenching those negative beliefs within yourself. Try to avoid fearing change as well. I mean, that's difficult to do, but courage, which is being represented in the Seven of Spring, courage is not the absence of fear. It is the action towards your goal despite the fear, right? So this is what the Magician and the Star really represent. It's you being optimistic and having faith that you can do this. You have the power to move mountains, and the Magician is the magician. He's magic. He exactly, that's where that power comes from. And the star is the light that shines within the magician to be able to manifest and create change in his life. So there's really positive things. As you move forward, what to embrace, we have the Queen of Winter. So she's strong, she's patient, she's very self-sufficient, and she's even funny. So let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career. Unmarried or divorced individuals. Okay, that's interesting. Not normally things that I associate with the Queen of Swords, which is the Queen of Winter. But, every deck has their own little interpretations. I see the Queen of Winter, she's very intellectual, she's very clear-minded and decisive, and she's not afraid of the future. That's something that I've always associated with the Queen of Swords in her most positive light aspects. It's very much about welcoming the future, being optimistic, and knowing that any challenges or obstacles that come your way, you can handle. Because in the original depiction of the Queen of Swords in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, she is sitting on her throne facing right, which is the future, and holding up her sword. She's ready and she's beckoning forward with her hand like, come at me. I dare you. So she's ready, she's secure, she has these stable foundations, and she's very, very strong. Mentally strong as well, which is kind of what you're working on here this month. It's very much to do with mental discipline, and the Queen of Swords can really support you in that. So that's what to embrace. That's why she's there in that position. Let me just grab some water here. I've been fighting a cold for the last week, so my throat's getting dry and aggravated. Next up, we got where to find support. So we've got the 10 of Summer and the 9 of Summer. Like, you can't get much better than this, guys. Gemini, this is amazing. The 9 of Summer is wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. Like, it's literally Cinderella with her fairy godmother. All of the stress and the strife of the past is just magically transformed into, the stuff of your dreams. And then the 10 of Summer is an emotional, fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, and people you can trust. And you know what? Taurus had this card in this position. So they had the King of Summer here, and then the 10 of Summer here, and you guys have the 10 of Summer in the support position. So, there's some correlations here between Gemini and Taurus. If you guys have both of those, then this very much applies to you. This is really, really supporting you. The 10 of Summer and the 9 of Summer this is emotional fulfillment on all levels, things really coming to completion. You seeing the manifestations, or rather, not even seeing the manifestations, but really feeling it, feeling the change. And that's the most important part, because when you can feel into these positive emotions, you raise your vibration. And when you raise your vibration, you attract more powerfully. So your manifestation abilities will increase, and the results of your manifestations will be more tangible. They'll be physical, they'll be faster, and they'll be very positive when they're in alignment with your positive energy. So I really see this as you guys digging deep into the subconscious in the month of December and extracting wisdom and insight that you didn't have before, that can also revolve around things that you need to get rid of. And from doing that, from standing your ground, from really having the courage and the strength and the perspicacity to do that and be consistent with it, you will see results. You will feel different. You will experience this Cinderella moment, this transformation. It's beautiful. So advice and encouragement, you've got the Six of Summer. So children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. So this stuff that you're doing with the subconscious mind could be around childhood. It could be around things or memories that you may be remembering with rose-colored glasses, and the illusion falls away with the moon card here, and you're able to see it for what it really was, and then change your actions based on that previous belief that was held because of that. Or the other way around, you could be remembering something a lot worse than it was, and you're creating an issue where there really doesn't need to be one. So this gives you access to that intuitive information through either the dream state, because we have the moon card here, or through your intuitive abilities when it comes to potentially some psychic connections. So, you know, doing tarot work like this is fantastic for that. I highly recommend that you guys all, you know, at least go out and get an oracle deck or a tarot deck. It really transformed my life. I mean, look, I'm here now doing this for a living. So, and it all started from, you know, experimenting with tarot and teaching myself how to read them. And a deck like this is great because it's got all of the definitions right there on the card. So you really don't have to invest all that time and energy into learning what each one means. Oh my God, I just pulled this up to show you, you know, like not all the tarot cards have descriptions on them, and it's difficult to learn them all by heart when it's just a picture, but it's the Ten of Cups. So you've got the Ten of Cups 2 times. So whenever that happens, it's a very significant message for you that this is very, very positive time of emotional fulfillment in December. So really bask in that energy, really stand in that emotional zone, and try to make that last, you know, carry that forward, and really use that energy to your benefit when it comes to doing your self-healing and when it comes to manifesting as you move forward into 2020. It's a whole new decade, and this is the decade of huge, massive changes. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Oh wait, hold on, I almost forgot. Don't go. We have to pull an Archangel Oracle card. Gemini. Passion. Okay. So this is Archangel Heniel, and she says, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. So this is just a really good example of where passion can be put to work for you. Archangel Haniel, she really embodies this energy of manifestation when it comes to love, relationships, and things you're passionate about. I feel a very strong Wands energy from her. It's just almost like this Ace of Wands energy, where this is relating to the Magician as well. So you've got the wand, she's holding what looks like a wand as well. You've got the wand to be able to change your circumstances or to create more of what you already have and that you love. So be very thankful and grateful for what you do have that you love. You know, release anything from the past that's not working anymore, that still exists in your subconscious mind or your beliefs. And then you can move forward and really create the life of your dreams when it comes to your career and your love life. But we don't have any pentacles in this reading for you guys, so I feel like this is going to be more in the realm of your love life as it relates to finding trustworthy relationships or building more trust in the relationships that you already have. All right, guys, so that is your reading for December. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you want to get more detailed into what's actually going on in your specific situation, or you would require, or you're looking for any kind of spiritual healing, then please reach out to me for a tarot or oracle reading, as well as a Reiki healing session. All of the information will be in the description box below this video. Just hit the show more button and you'll get a drop-down list of my services and offerings, how to contact me, how to send payment, as well as any other like scheduling or any other stipulations around that. So please reach out at siomcg41@outlook.com and specify what kind of reading or session you're looking for, and we can go ahead and get that going for you. Thank you to everyone who has supported the channel. Thank you to everyone who has booked readings with me. It's an honor to do this work. I absolutely love it. This is my calling, this is my passion, and this is my career. And I love you so much. Guys, we will see you next month. Bye.